And let's now go to Richard Roth, Democratic strategist and founder and partner of Roth Law Firm, and Jennifer Kearns, contributor of the Daily Caller in the Hill. Jennifer, I want to start with you. So do you think the administration is still in a position of leadership in handling of the coronavirus? President Trump obviously saying he's not concerned about it hitting the White House. We heard about Ted Cruz, and we continue to hear about people who are contracting this.
Well, we do know that, 10,000 people attended the CPAC gathering and only one person has come down with the coronavirus. Those odds are pretty good if you're looking at the types of exposure. As for President Trump, we do know that he has a doctor on call 24/7. So I think the president of the United States in this case will be fine. But I am hearing this morning from two Democratic sources on the Hill that they are looking at contingency plans in which members of Congress could actually go on a recess due to the coronavirus. I would look at how that would impact Congress's response to the coronavirus. I actually think that the White House needs to get super aggressive in their public relations on this. I think they've been a little bit behind the eight ball, and they don't need to be. I think there are some great stories out there. You've had a few thousand people go through this and come out on the other side. We need to be hearing from those people. There are a lot of great public relations stories to be shared there. If you came down with the coronavirus, what did that feel like? What could you share with your fellow Americans? How do you feel now that you've gone through that and you've recovered? We need to be hearing those stories. Instead, what we're seeing on the nightly news is, toilet paper shelves out, hand sanitizers out, fear and panic, and a woman in Nebraska being wheeled into a center in basically a bubble, which is frightening for American people to be watching.
Absolutely, Richard. What do you think?
This is not about public relations. This is about a complete lack of funding of the CDC. This is about one person that came in. We don't know how many came out of CPAC with the virus. This is about a president who wanted $2.5 billion to fund it, and Congress, both the Republicans and the Democrats of the Senate and the House, said, no, Donald Trump, that's not enough. They wanted $8.3 billion. This is about an administration that's saying this is bad and it's getting worse, and the president's saying it's going to be fine in April.
So what should they do?
It's not public relations. It's about tightening the grip and acknowledging it's the severity of it. You heard him just now. It's not a concern of mine, he just said, in response to it in the press. That's a horrific answer. It should be a concern. It is. My school district, where my kids grew up, is shut down for 10 days. The Columbia University is shut down. They are shutting down behind the scenes of the NHL teams. They are shutting down behind Broadway. They are shutting down. NBC has contingency plans to not bring people in the office. Deutsche Bank has contingency plans. This is serious. And this is not about PR and bringing people in to say, I feel fine. This is about acknowledging, taking responsibility and acknowledging the problems with this virus. People are not dying, thank God. But it's very, very, very contagious. And I think the president, it starts with him. When he says, I'm not worried about it, that's a problem.
That would be fine if you think that public relations is all fluff. It is not. I'm an information war person. I take public information very seriously, including health information. I've been a deputy insurance commissioner of the largest state in America, in California. Millions of people, a population of 40 million people, have dealt with wildfires, you name it. That's not fluff. That's not just public relations. It's public information. And what I'm saying is the White House has a tremendous opportunity here to get out ahead of the story, and they're not quite doing it. I'm always rooting for them, but they're not quite doing it. They need to share more stories of successful people.
She's focusing on the story. I'm focusing on the testing. Let's get testing out there. Let's get more people, knowledgeable scientists and doctors and the federal government on top of the problem.
All right.
This is not about PR.
Really quickly, I want to no, this is great. We could go on forever, but I want to move on to a clip of Don Jr. Defending his comments about Democrats wanted people to die from coronavirus. I want to get your reaction after we listen.
For Democrats to try to take a pandemic and seemingly hope that it come here and kills millions of people so that they could end Donald Trump's streak of winning is a new level of sickness. Do you regret saying that? Do you
Not
believe
at all.
that?
Not at all.
Listen,
I think I can talk about it, in hyperbole. I don't know that they want millions of people, but you could see them. There was nothing that Trump could do that could turn his response to coronavirus into, hey, he did a good job.
All right, couple of seconds to respond. Richard, I'll let you go.
This is an actual nightmare for Donald Trump. With the strong economy, he was at 47%. Now with the economy going down, history shows us with a strong economy, he will be reelected. With the economy going down and this virus coming in, it is a disaster to him. And to say that people are asking for others to die is silly. He doesn't know really how to deal with it. It came from left field, and it's hurting, and it will continue to hurt the economy. Apparently, the Dow is opening up down 10% today. That's That's the
Gallup
problem with
poll, Gallup poll, who is the gold standard in polling, not biased to the left or the right, gave him the highest rating of a president handling a crisis, almost 20 points higher than Barack Obama, and how he handled the Ebola crisis. And lastly, if you just want some examples of people hoping for conservatives to die, take a look at Twitter today and the hashtag CPAG. The left is enjoying the moment, saying they hope conservatives die en masse from CPAC.
We got to wrap it there. I'm so
That's
sorry.
fine. I'll let her
Again,
end
we
now.
could go on
Next time.
forever. Definitely next time. Richard Roth, Democratic strategist and founder and partner of the Roth Law Firm, and Jennifer Kearns, contributor of the Daily Caller in the Hill. Thank you so much for joining us.